Morning everybody. So I just thought I'd do a little bit of an update on my Tamiya xr4i kit. Been going a little bit crazy on the details this time. Probably build number 10 or 11 I think now. And I thought I'd go a little bit full ham on this one. So, wrecking the joint already. Going to start off with something I am a little bit chuffed with. Now, if you can see, that is the inlet and intake and the fuel metering unit and stuff like that. I've added all the red pipe in for the cage electronic system, black fuel line on there as well. I'm really impressed with how that's come out. It's an absolute nightmare to do, but it's definitely all looking good. Don't know if you guys can see that properly on there. I'm going to check the video and hopefully it's all good. So that's all built up ready. The engine, it's all looking real nice. All the spark plug leads on there. King lead ready for the coil as and when I get to it. Tried doing a bit of rust effect on the manifolds because, well, from factory they had rust on them because they were cast iron. Again, nice little bits of detail on there. Red lead for the starter motor and stuff like that. Trying to get it all looking nice and clear and as much detail as I can on it. Started making some details on the battery as well. A couple of holes drilled ready for adding some cables onto that. I am tending to go a little bit nuts with this one, unfortunately, but should be worth it in the end. Got a nice little coil. This kit's got so many nice little bits with it from the beginning. I don't know if you guys can see that, it's absolutely tiny on there, but that is the coil for the car. So that'll be attached to the king lead off the engine as and when. Nice little horn on this one as well. Amazing, the little details in this kit. Absolutely brilliant. I'm enjoying this one. Really enjoying it. Coolant bottle, screen wash bottle and stuff like that. Again, drilled ready for pipe work to go into. Washer tubing and stuff like that. I've also started this last night. I've painted all the master cylinder and brake servo, stuff like that. I've also drilled a hole through that, ready to put some copper brake pipes in, which I'm going to move on to next, which I've just done last night on the chassis. As you can see, they're not finished, but they are getting there. So we've got a nice copper tubing for the brake lines, both sides of those. I've also added a fuel pump, cable for the fuel pump, and fuel hose all the way through, and a little bit of detailing on the fuel tank there. As you can see, a couple of extra bits hanging out the other side. Only real detail I've added on the top side of it so far is the strut top mounts, because the seats and all that sort of stuff goes in there and hides the majority of this apparently. So I don't think you can see anything in the boot, but we'll check it and get that sorted if I need to put some more detail in there. And then last but not least today, we've got the body shell. Now, I did start painting parts of the body shell in the correct colour, but I wanted to get the grey trim, these plastic trims along the bottom and the bumpers all painted up ready. Anyone who knows xr4i's knows that the bumpers and side trims are all this really funky dark grey plastic, and I think that's exactly the right colour. Might not be perfect, but to me it looks absolutely spot on. It's got a nice slightly grainy effect to it. I didn't flat it before I painted it. I primed it and then went straight over that with the grey rather than flatten it, so it's a nice smooth finish, because they are actually a textured finish in reality. So hopefully get some paint on the actual rest of the body and a nice clear coat on there soon. I've also done the bonnet, the spoiler and the mirrors, number plate surrounds as well, but they're all nice and freshly painted. Gonna have a couple of little touch-ups to do where I cut them off the sprues, but other than that, they are ready to go. So, oh, and a bulkhead, but that doesn't go on just yet. I've got a few bits more to add detail-wise before we get to that. So, I hope you enjoy the little video. Nice little update for you guys, and yeah, I shall catch you soon.